Okay, so here we're going to go through the setup within the software. Note that this is the older software for the Biodex. And so the first thing you're going to do when you're working with the foot and the ankle is that you're going to come down here and you're going to hit the current angle of 0 degrees. The significance of that is that's going to allow you to determine where you are at with your away and with your towards. If you click on the view here, you can see that they would recommend up to 30 degrees of dorsiflexion and up to 50 degrees of plantar flexion. Now, that is quite a large arc. Most ankles, particularly those in the rehab setting, can't necessarily achieve that. That which is described in the literature is usually about 30 degrees in either direction, or a total arc of 60 degrees would be comparable. Especially when we're talking about what muscles we're testing. Now, if you're testing the dorsiflexors, where they are going to be strongest in a stretch position, it may be worthwhile doing more plantar flexion. But in this case, where we're doing a concentric, eccentric strength test for the plantar flexors, then you're going to they are going to be strongest in the dorsiflexion range. So you're going to really want to make sure that you get to max dorsiflexion. In this case, we've set it to 30 and 30. The significance of setting it is not only will this be replicable on the other ankle, but then it will be replicable next time I come back and test for this patient. And should I want to compare across patients, this would also allow for consistency when we're looking at the specifically the metric of total work. But obviously it would also, because peak force or angle of peak force is may not be the same from side to side, it allows us to compare it directly, such that we should be good to go. And then prior to going into the test, you also want to just have the individual rest their ankle and then take a limb weight such that it normalizes it off the peak torque. Notice that the yellow line has got to be between the two red bars, the away and the toward limit, in order for this to actually go well and for it to take. If it's too vertical in one direction or the other, then you'll get an error message, and then you're good to continue.